Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Matt Jarbo, and you know who is just probably the worst person on the planet? No, not me. Lena Dunham. I might be an idiot. She's an asshole. There's a huge difference here. Lena Dunham is the type of person who is so influent, so entitled, that she will do anything and everything she can to get herself out of whatever controversy she puts herself in the damn center of. And that's kind of where we find ourselves here when she's come out and she's apologized for backing a writer on the show Girls who was accused of assault when MeToo first began, saying here that Lena Dunham blames the patriarchy for making her lie to discredit a rape accuser. Right. Okay. The patriarchy is the reason why I lied. No, you lied to protect a friend and to protect a colleague. And that's actually probably the most human thing you've ever really done. To be fair, she was doing it to protect a coworker, and even looking at what happened as a result of the story, she probably was still more in the right than the wrong. But social justice and feminism and the Me Too movement will not let her actually walk away from that unscathed. So what does she do? She throws it all to the wind. It goes back into the echo chamber because God forbid she sticks by her laurels and stand up for a person who probably didn't do anything. Now, it says Lena Dunham on Wednesday apologized to an actress whose allegations she last year tried to discredit, but said it was ultimately the part of the patriarchy. Dunham, who created, wrote, and starred in the hit TV series Girls, published an open letter to Hollywood Reporter in which she admits to misrepresenting her knowledge of the claims to protect her former employee and friend, saying there are a few facts I could never regret more in this life. I didn't have the insider information I claim, but rather blind faith in a story that kept slipping and changing and revealed itself to mean nothing at all. So let's actually break that down. When she says, I didn't have the insider information that I claim to have, that's actually kind of false. The insider information that she had was the story, the statement from her friend and coworker, a writer on the show Girls, who had said this is a false accusation and explained why it was a false accusation. She's like, I lied about that. I don't have that. But the story that kept slipping and changing and revealed itself to mean nothing at all, meaning, guess what, fuckers? It ended up not being true. He was ultimately telling the truth, at least as far as we know for right now, because he didn't get charged by the DA. In fact, they didn't charge him at all. And so I think the only reason why she's coming out and saying anything now is because she kind of can. Girls is over. Girls is done. His name's been dragged through the mud. Her name's been dragged through the mud. And she's always clamoring to get back into that spotlight because what she wants more than anything is to be up on that podium during the next Women's March. She wants to be up there next month at the Women's March going like, I love you ladies. Hashtag me too. Right? Although it's all things considered in her life, it's her younger sister who should be saying pound me too. Right? If you've ever read her memoirs, there's some creepy stuff there that Lena Dunham has never apologized for in regards to her younger sister. But this, again, is just the world we freaking live in. Now, later in the essay, she blamed the patriarchy for the whole affair, saying, it's painful to realize that while I thought I was self-aware, I had actually internalized the dominant male agenda that asks us to defend no matter what, to protect it no matter what, baby it no matter what. Okay. It's a dude who's been accused of sexual assault. He says it's not true. You know him pretty well. You chose to believe your friend. You chose to issue a statement with your partner who you're no longer partners with, your business partner, not romantic partner, right? All these things. You've chosen to do all these things. And as a result of that, you then backtrack when it gets to be a little bit of negative attention instead of sticking to your guns and defending your friend. And so then you blamed on the patriarchy, the dominant male agenda that asks us to defend it no matter what, to protect it no matter what, and to baby it no matter what. What do you mean the dominant male agenda? This dude was accused of a very heinous crime. This isn't a male versus female situation here. This is straight up a person situation. A person you're personally friends with. You spend part of your life with in regards to work has been accused of a crime. You chose to believe that friend of yours. But no, it was the patriarchy that made you defend your friend, not being an actual good friend or being a good person. How about that? Now, it was Perrineau. This is a girl who had accused her. Who appeared alongside Jennifer Lawrence in Passengers, came forward last year to allege that in 2012, when she was 17, the writer took her and some friends to his Los Angeles home, and she later woke up with him on top of her having intercourse. She says at no time did I consent to any sexual contact. The writer, who was a former producer on King of the Hill and American Dad, who was 35 years old at the time, denied the accusations. The same day, Dunham and her co-showrunner Jenny Connor released a statement defending him and attempted to undermine Perrineau, saying, while our first instinct is to listen to every woman's story, our insider knowledge of Murray's situation makes us confident that, sadly, this accusation was 1 to 3% of assault cases that are misreported each year. It's a true shame to add that number, as outside of Hollywood, women still struggle to be believed. We stand by Murray, and this is all we'll be saying about the issue. So they said, hey, what's going on? He said, okay, this is a situation. This was this was how it happened. This is how it went down. The case was investigated by the district attorney. They chose not to prosecute, basically indicating that there was enough evidence there, or simply just didn't happen. There wasn't enough evidence. We have no way of knowing one way or the other. So we have to always err on the side of innocence, because we live in a world of innocent before guilty. At least we should, but we never really do, unfortunately. But this is where Lena Dunham makes it about her, because that's the one thing Lena Dunham does the best, is make everything about her. Remember when she penned the article about abortion, and she was like, "Man, I wish I had an abortion." Wink. And everyone is like, "What are you talking about? Like, nobody wants to have an abortion. Like, what? This isn't like a trip to the day spa, all right." You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to go in there for like a seaweed mud wrap and then walk out and get like a freaking egg beater up your twat. Like, that's not going to happen. You know, it's not going to happen. But anyway, says, indeed, in her apology, Dunham, who has revealed that she was assaulted in college, seemingly sought to use the language of MeToo to simultaneously indict and exculpate herself. Saying, on one hand, she averred not to be special because of her trauma, and chastised herself because she had walked around feeling like such a victim and never stopped, much less stopped to consider that it might be capable of traumatizing somebody too. So she says, I made a terrible mistake. But she also detailed her own suffering at some length, saying, like so many women, so many people, I disguise my pain with medication and stuff and chronic overwork, with social media and mindless dating and the random day-to-day drama we generate to stay out of our own experience. Near the end of the essay, Dunham declared her love for Perrineau and her loyalty to the social justice movement, saying, I love you. I will always love you. I will always work to right the wrong. In that way, you've made me a better woman and a better feminist. Oh, I doubt any of that will be reciprocated. I just don't believe that. When the actress comes out and she's all like, this dude assaulted me, and Dunham's like, nuh-uh, they're not gonna be besties. But that's what Lena wants. Lena's like, no, I lied to protect my friend, but I really like you. Do you like me? Do you like me? Can you like me? Can you please like me? Can you like me? Please? That's what she does. Every time she does. She always interjects herself. She always puts her foot in her mouth, and she always comes across as just petulant, entitled, pedantic narcissist. And it's like, no, you're not a better woman. You're not a better feminist. You're horrible at both. You're horrible at both. All right? You chose to defend your friend. That's an honorable act. The DA chose to not prosecute your friend, probably because he was telling the truth. Let's be fair on this one here. All right, let's be fair on this one. It says, okay, I just want to read this part. It says, the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office declined to file charges against Marie, citing the expiration of a 3-year statute of limitations and inconsistencies which cannot be overcome. Meaning that there were problems in the story, just like he had said, and she had pointed out in the essay. She goes, basically, this girl made it up. I couldn't keep her story straight. It all fell apart. By the way, you made me a better feminist because clearly you were right. Clearly he's a monster, even though everything doesn't work anymore. And there's a jumbled mess of a tale and blah, 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 blah. That's where we are. And that's the thing, right? That's the thing. You had the right take originally, but she caught so much flack for that. So much flack when she came out and she defended her friend, right? And then she just threw him under the bus in order to try to get into the Me Too movement, to be one of the girls. Yeah, I mean, I wrote a show called Girls. You guys ever see the show? Adam Driver came on everybody, and he's in Star Wars now. Yeah, Allison Williams got her butt eaten out. And she was in Get Out, an Oscar-winning movie. I can make things happen. Be my friend. That's Lena Dunham for you guys. a horrible, terrible, bad person. She is. Like I said, I might be an idiot. She's a bad person. There's a difference. There's an absolute difference. But I leave it to you. What do you guys think about this one? Do you think that it's, you think she'll ever get what she wants? Will she ever just be part of the team? Are they ever just going to want to like bring her to girls' lunch, have mimosas, talk about the boys in Hollywood who've raped everyone? I want to know your thoughts on this. Let me know. And seriously, she's not a good person, man. Oh my geez. Anyway, if you made it this far, type Lena into the chat so I know. I'm sorry to put you through that torture, but I'm going to make you do it anyway. Thumbs up the video if you guys are new and you want to support the channel. You can subscribe if you want. I'll talk to you guys later. Have yourself a fantastic day. And remember, don't be Lena Dunham. Yeah, don't be Lena.